there, this is Ruth Rowland with the second installment of my fiddle tutorial for Callin Baton Rouge. This video teaches the second solo, which sounds a little Cajun and gets a little flashy toward the end. Let's start at the beginning, which is pretty straightforward. It's important to accent the off beats or the beats 2 and 4. It gives it that train sound, that very characteristic Cajun sound. So there's just that little scale going down. I think you can figure it out. If you're having trouble, if I'm going too fast, it might be a good idea to check out my Play by Ear series. There are several videos in the series. You can do them all, or you can pick and choose. Let's do it again. With me. 1, 2, ready and a play. Now the next bit has a little extra grit. We're going to go over to the G string. If you don't want to go over to the G string, just crunch a little bit more on the D string. Yeah, to give it that little extra oomph. So slowly. And again. Good. So put it all together. 1, 2, ready. Play. And again, feel free to go back and redo this section if you want to. Moving on to this little fancy bit, and you have a choice here. This decoration is optional. You can just play. Okay. Or you can tap your first finger on the A string and play. If that's tricky for you and you want to do it, practice until that's very comfortable. Hang on. It's up bow. Okay. And again. Your turn. All right, and then tap your first finger on the A string from the crunch. You know where I am? From that G string crunch, if you want to add the G string. Okay, going on, the next bit. And again. So you hear this little scale figure. It's important to use your fourth finger because you also play the open string. Your turn. Okay, so now going back to the crunch. Good. Okay. And then after that. Again. And going on. You keeping up? I tend to think of the shape these notes make. And I memorize the pattern of the skips and steps, as well as the chunks that repeat. Let's do it together slowly. From this part. Ready, play. And now comes the fun part. Actually, the whole thing is fun, but this is really fun. This is maybe my favorite part. I don't know. It's so hard to choose. All right, this note. Sliding up to the B and back down. It's so good because your finger is already on the note. And you slide down and then you slide up and slide away. It's just a blast. And you can hear how much fun he has with it on the recording. I encourage you to get that much fun out of it too, because it's like the highlight of the solo. One of the highlights. Let's do the second solo thus far. 1 and ready, play. And you can skip back and repeat that as many times as you like. Well, this next bit, we have 2 notes, followed by 3 notes, followed by the same 3 notes, by 3 different notes, followed by 4 notes, another 4 notes. So it sounds a little hitchy. Just listen. So even when we're back on 4 notes, something is a little off. Let's learn it. Now, starting on that last note. Let's play those 3 notes twice. Good. Putting all the new notes together. Good. Going on. Starting up bow on that last note. So starting on the open E, I'll play it first. Good. Good. Now all of the quirky section. Okay, now with me. Ready, play. A little faster. Ready, play. I did a video on increasing speed. Sometimes it can be difficult to isolate little pieces of tunes that you learn by ear, especially a solo like this. But I encourage you to maybe go back and forth between these videos. See if you can get it faster. Let's do it right now, faster. Ready, go. And I'm going to add some bowings. And ready, play. Let's hook that into the previous section. Right? Ready, play. Whoops, I went a little too far. So now, that next part. Just those last 4 notes. Now the 3 before that, listen. Okay. Again. Good. Good. Let's hook that into the Quirky Bit. With me, ready, play. Now faster, ready, play. Now, we're back at this part. But not for long. A good solo takes bits of itself, yeah, and just replicates it, sometimes in different places, sometimes in a pattern. So we have this bit. Those last 2 notes start this bit. Do you remember that from before? We're going to put it together. Last time we had that little bit I played at the end. We did this. Right? This time we play so when we get to that high G, we go down. Pretty much straight down the scale. There's a little hiccup in there. One more time. Your turn. Okay, let's hook it into the 4-note groups from before. This starts up bow. Let's play it together. Ready, go. Let's hook it back into. Ready? We're going to start with that. Ready, go. All right, let's take it back to the Quirky Bit. Just a reminder of how that starts. Ready, go. Let's do the whole thing. How does it start? It's a straight up Cajun first. And then this bit. And then the 4-note groups leading up to. And then the Quirky Bit. Right? And then the part we just learned. Okay. Ready, play. Visit my Increasing Speed playlist for tips on how to get it faster. And next time, we'll be doing the little fills that you hear interwoven with the vocals. And we'll go over some ways to customize the solo and make it more your own. All right, see you then.